All right, we are ready to include thought bubbles and speech bubbles and text box for our graphic stories. Okay, as you can see, I already have my graphic story up. And I've already included my pictures. So I'm going to go back and show friends who don't know how to include their pictures how to do that. So hopefully you got moms and dads to help you take pictures because those Chromebook cameras get really, really blurry. And also, you can't really see the details of your pictures. So try and get mom and dad to take a picture and email it to you. All right, hold on one second. Okay, so here is a picture that I took with my phone and emailed to myself. So it pops up in my email, and then I'm just going to click it with two fingers, copy image, and I'm going to go over to the slide that I want to put it on. This is page number 3 for me. So I've got my title page, page 1, page 2, and then page 3. I'm going to click with two fingers again, and I'm going to click paste. All right, so it's there. I'm just going to stretch it out to make it fit the entire page so that there's no white showing up. All right, so now that I've got that, I'm ready to insert my speech bubble. So first, I need my rough draft. I'm going to grab my rough draft. Now, I know on the first slide, excuse me, on the first page, my dad walks in and he says, "Hey, who's ready to cook Thanksgiving dinner?" So to include my speech bubble, I'm going to go up here to these little shapes, and it actually says shape. I'm going to click. I'm going to click call outs. Now, here are my options for speech bubbles. 1, a perfect square. 2, a rounded square. 3, a circular oval box. So this would be a what type of bubble? A thought bubble, right? So you can use any of these 3 for your speech bubble. I like the rounded one. So I'm going to put a speech bubble in here. It's super duper tiny. I'm going to try and stretch it a little bit. And my dad says, "Hey, who's ready to cook Thanksgiving dinner?" Question mark. All right. So looking at this, I can see I have some underlined red words, which means they're not spelled correctly. So I'm just going to go click on it with two fingers and let the computer help me out. I'm also going to make this bold because I want you to be able to see it really, really, really well. Might make it a little bit bigger too. There we go. Of course, Miss Tinsley loves her happy monkey. And last thing I'm going to do is center it, just like that. All right. Now, I see my speech bubble there, but I have no idea who's saying it. So I'm going to click on my speech bubble and drag this little orange dot, and I know it's an orange dot because when I put my cursor over it, it creates a plus sign. I'm going to click and drag it to my dad's mouth. Now it really looks like he's saying it, right? So that's how I include a speech bubble. Simple enough, right? All right. I'm going to show you one more time how to include that speech bubble. Go to Shapes, Call Outs, choose the one that you would like, put it where you want it, and then you just start typing into it. Me. All right, so that's how you include your speech bubble. Now, some of you are going to need speech bubbles, and some of you are going to need thought bubbles. So let me show you how to include the thought bubble. It's exactly the same, but instead of clicking speech bubble, you're going to click the thought bubble right here. And you would just put it where it needs to go. Just like that. All right. Last thing I want to show you is how to include your narration. So instead of going to shapes, we're going to go over here to text, this T over here, and it's for a text box. So you'll click it, And go ahead and put it wherever you want it to go. There we go. And then you just start typing in it. Now, the cool thing about this is that you can make it whatever font, color, or size you want it. But you do want to make sure it doesn't get in the way of your pictures. Like my bun's a little covered up, but that's not that important, right? Another cool thing I want to show you is that as long as this is highlighted in blue, you can go up here and change the color. I love how in El Defo, the author used yellow boxes for the narration because I think that's kind of what I want to do. So I'm going to use yellow for my narration as well. Just like that. The stare of death. Oh, it's a star. Typo. All right. That's how you include speech bubbles. That's how you include thought bubbles. And that's how you include text boxes for your narration. I hope you guys got it. I can't wait to see you on Friday.